Undoubtedly the most famous of all the Canadian piano manufacturers, and there were quite a few at one point, Heintzman and Company was a Toronto-based piano manufacturer for more than 100 years, producing pianos in Toronto from 1866 to 1978, and then in Hanover, Ontario after that point. Theodore August Heintzman began apprenticing as a builder all the way back in 1831 while still in Germany, prior to immigrating to Canada and founding his own piano manufacturing company in 1866. By 1890, the Heintzman factory was one of the largest in Canada, employing over 200 craftsmen and producing more than 1,000 pianos annually. During the first half of the 20th century, Heintzman pianos were highly regarded for their design and build quality, often referred to as the Steinway of the North, and quite appropriately so. By the latter second half of the century, like unfortunately most American piano companies, Heintzman was unable to survive the effects of globalization and really specifically the Yamaha and Kawai imports of the time, and ultimately they ceased operations in the late 1980s. The Heintzman name, however, was resurrected in 1989 by a group of Canadian investors, and today Heintzman pianos are manufactured in Beijing, China. The original scale designs are utilized, and even some of the original equipment from the Canadian factory has been sent over to China and is used in the factory there. While the musical success of these newer instruments has had mixed results, they have focused on larger, more ornate furniture-style cabinets, somewhat like the Heintzman & Co.'s of the 1920s, and it's given them a bit of a niche in the entry-level market of 2020. Now, if you are a parent or a musician looking for a decent used instrument, and particularly if you're in Canada or Northeast United States, used and new Heintzmans are going to cross your path, most likely. First, what's available new? Well, Heintzman currently manufactures grands and upright pianos in two quality lines. There's the less expensive Gerhard Heintzman line and the standard Heintzman & Co. line. The Gerhard Heintzman line consists of 4 sizes of uprights. There's a 47-inch, a 48, a 50, and a 52. The grands in the Gerhard Heintzman line consist of just 2 sizes. There's a 5-foot and a 5'6". The pianos from the Gerhard Heintzman design use somewhat less expensive materials and far less sophisticated designs, and just quite frankly less finishing and factory time. The Heintzman & Co. line, however, consists of 4 sizes of the uprights, 48, 50, 52, and a gigantic 55-inch upright, one of the largest on the market. The grands in the Heintzman & Co. line are also offered in 4 sizes versus just the 2 in the lower Gerhard line, and they come in a 5'6", a 6'1", 6'8", and a concert grand. Most of the uprights and grands are available with upgraded soundboards, hammers, and bass strings under the Royal series. Second, what are you going to come across if you're looking for a used Heintzman? Well, Heintzman's golden age is pretty much the same as Steinway's was. Anything from the early 1900s right up to the late 1920s, especially if it was under the Heintzman & Co. branding, was a really high quality piano. And if it was cared for over the last 70, 80 years, it's still very much a viable instrument. They had all sorts of interesting design features, like the A-graphs were directly cast into the plate, and they had stellar tuning stability. The Gerhard Heintzmans from the mid-century can still be mechanically good, but musically they were never really particularly well regarded. The Heintzman & Co.'s from the late 1970s, 80s were actually pretty decent with some cool styling. Heintzman uprights and grands were always known for a big, resonant, kind of earthy tone with great action. The uprights were never quite precise enough for high-level classical playing, at least by today's standards anyway, but still a wonderful musical partner for all sorts of musical settings. A great Heintzman & Co. upright I think of as a bit of a relic of the past, and if they're in great shape, can be used for all kinds of really interesting applications like songwriting, casual playing at home. I still see and hear them in places of worship as well. So thank you so much for watching this short video on the history of Heintzman pianos. Hope you know a little bit more about them now and helps to inform your research as you're out there looking for a new piano. Once again, my name is Stu Harrison. This has been the Merriam Pianos YouTube channel. We really appreciate you watching, and if you have not yet subscribed, we would encourage you to do so. Hit that notification bell as well, and you'll be kept up to date every time we come out with another brand video, review video, comparison video, or any number of playing videos that we're constantly putting out. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again soon.